I think successful leadership will only happen if the leadership gets spread out.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Yong. I am the CEO of the Big Group. About 10 years ago, we started a grocery store called Ben's Independent Grocer. I've since moved on from that, and now I spend my days focusing on the restaurant side of things.
Hi, my name is Lee Hui Jing. So I started Bila-Bila Mart 2 days before MCO. Currently, we have 55 outlets, and we are going to grow up to 70 for end of this year. Leadership to me, I always describe it as like going to a war.
Yep.
So like you're the general. So how do you influence or inspire other people to die for you and die with you?
We all have our basic needs to be fulfilled. As a leader, that's our job to do, to ensure that their basic needs and wants are met, so they don't have to worry about paying their bills and so on and so forth.
I think successful leadership will only happen if the leadership gets spread out. Like how do you then create more people who also lead like you?
What I found is that when we build a team of like-minded people who really truly believe in what they do and love what they do, and I think that will make the journey significantly easier to build the business and for them to eventually drive the business. I reckon if you find yourselves that 4 or 5 general, they would then be the messenger to pass on that message and that passion to the rest of the team.
Roles are very different currently. I remember last time I used to need to put my son in a carrier and merchandise items. Now I don't need to do that anymore. I just need to monitor how my team do it.
When you're doing it, you're just probably cursing every 5 seconds, like, why am I doing this to myself? But yet now I look back with such fond memories that, we had the whole team, we had our other family businesses involved because we just needed hands on deck to stock the shelves, right?
Bila-Bila has been around only for 4 years and I learned so much. I would really approach the way I lead 4 years ago versus now so differently, especially when it comes to the level of patience. If I can be patient with my kid, I think I can also be patient with the people that try to make a living from whatever that they're doing.
I mean, we keep using the word patience, right? But I think the other word we would probably use is experience. The experience we've harnessed over the years in whatever we do has changed the way we think, the way we act. So it is important to harness that energy from a newer generation of people that's working with the business, that will help you, push you into an uncomfortable spot where previously you were willing to do it yourself very quickly without much thought.
You need to continue to improve yourself because as the business progresses, you also need to progress.
In hard times, the team suffered with you and the business, and in good times, the team should benefit and win with the successes of the business, right?
My way of doing it is always coaching, asking the right question, even though I know the answer. So with that, then you can test, whether they are ready to be empowered. The objective needs to be aligned. Once that is aligned, I think a lot of things can be very smooth.
I think the thought process is always build a business that is not so dependent on you. And I tell the team, you need to make a decision. Whether it's right or wrong, you have to live by it.
And you have so many artisanal brands online, but they just probably don't have the idea how to go offline. So that was how Bila-Bila started to really give these brands like a space to be in a convenience or a mini market.
I remember one of our greatest success stories was developing with bawang goreng, fried shallots.
Right.
And so much so that their business grew so much that they couldn't even supply us after a while. And I was like, hey, we started with you guys, right? Come on, But it is good that it does involve the greater community around us. The first wave of challenges that came our way was human resource, and then of course when we solved that human resource problem, the next wave that came was inflation.
Other than the real estate part of things, of course, manpower definitely is manpower. The skill set and the capability of people that used to be relevant 4 years ago may not be relevant now, and that is the questions or rather the challenge that I face every day.
I think it's the constant reminder that you are responsible for the livelihood of 500 people. These 500 families rely on your decision making to stay alive, right? And I think that is what I draw on when push comes to shove about whether what we should do or shouldn't do.
Review or look at and ask myself, why am I doing this again? Right? What's the whole main objective of us doing this, right? And make sure that the reason is irrelevant. And if it's not, then you have to figure out what's then will be your new milestone, what to change.
In my case, there is a lot of family support in terms of experiences that we draw on. Anything we're not sure, we ask. So there's a lot of counsel available for us at all times. My dad started Metro Jaya almost 50 years ago. So I grew up in a retail environment. So I think, with that, there was a lot of first-hand experience, seeing it daily, what's involved and how he started that business.
I would say it will go back to my two business partners. Different types of knowledge, small nuggets of gold or knowledges everywhere is what you picked up, and then it become like huge gold bar.